Pritam Chakravarty, let me start with you. Today you are one of the most popular composers in the Hindi film music industry. Do you attribute your great success?
I don't know. See, I have been very. I just concentrated on my work. It's just happened. I've just taken it as it comes, and I've just worked. Taken every work seriously.
Fair enough. It's hard work and it's concentration. Malik, you've been producing chart busters for pretty close to 20 years. Would you agree that today the popularity of music is in fact the first guarantee of a film's success?
Yeah, I would say that just not the guarantee, but it's been proven on time and occasion that when you have a great chart busting score, for example, look at my earlier scores. I mean, the last one, of course, was Mehuna. You had a great star in Shah Rukh Khan, but when the music released, you know, the music caught on like wildfire, and then, of course, you had it was a heady combination. You had a Shah Rukh, and it really worked.
Okay. Pritam Chakravarty, the problem is that people say that many of the tunes that you've allegedly composed have actually been taken or, to be honest, stolen from other composers. For instance, in your latest film, Hat Trick, you've lifted Harry Belafonte's The Woman is Smarter. How did that happen?
No way, Karan, because this issue have come up many times, even while doing Hat Trick song. We were kind of jamming together. Usha and me were kind of jamming together when we made the song. It was actually done on the lyrics. Mayur's lyrics was there, and since Usha Utub is actually more than me, she is more into calypso. She has a lot of calypso songs. Calypso songs are done in the same formula. It's like rock and roll being in a certain
sort
kind
of
of
suggesting
formula.
that Usha is to blame rather than you. Ronnie Screwala, your company UTV was the producer of Hat Trick. How did you react when you found that Pritam had copied Harry Belafonte's famous calypso?
Well, just to give you an overview, I mean, I think not just in music, but I think in the concepts of what films get adapted to. I think that watching DVDs and getting inspired to make movies are over. And I think the same holds good in music, because I think an artist, and I'm sure everyone on that program there today is an artist, they respect creativity more than anything else. Specifically on your question, Karan, the key issue here is that calypso music is very generic. And I think both Usha and Pritam have said that the calypso music is substantially generic, and that you look at that. Now, there is a similarity, if you think, to Woman is Smarter, but overall it is generic. As an overall company, I'm saying, and I did in fact, when I first heard about that, I felt there was a sense of recollection, and the first thing we did was talk to music companies to figure out, now Harry Belafonte is a little vintage, so we need to figure out how to get the royalties done. But I think there's nothing wrong in being inspired with a song, as long as you're giving the original copyright holder PR due credit or financial due credit.
Can I interrupt? Am I right in believing that in addition to paying royalty to the Harry Belafonte Trust or Foundation or whatever, in addition you also dropped that particular song from the movie?
The song is not in the movie, it's only there in the end credits. I think that is more a creative call of the director. I think the key issue here, as Pritam has said, is that if it's inspired, calypso music is generic in its tone. So notwithstanding this particular song there.
Quite right. There's no doubt that calypso is generic in its tone, but here we're talking about a tune which is absolutely identical. Pritam, according to the website ItwoFS, there are 23 songs listed against your name, which you are alleged to have copied from other people. Believe it or not, includes copying from the well-known Paul Anka song My Way, from Boney M, even from a Pepsi commercial.
No, see that My Way is actually not a Paul Anka song. It goes back to a earlier Friends song. If you see the album in My Way, there was the original French song in the bracket along with that Ami Manera. It was mentioned along with it, and we were trying to see here in film industry, the copyright, taking copyright issue is a point, and we generally try and take whenever possible. Like we actually it was tried to take the way copyright was we're trying to take the copyright of My Ways.
Let me bring you in, Anu Malik. According to the same website, ItwoFS, they claim that you've lifted in your music the theme of The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, Come September, Phantom of the Opera, Listening to the Sound of Falling Rain, just to name a few. Now, these are extremely well-known tunes. Did you think people in India wouldn't know, or do you not care?
Karan, you want me to be on the defensive or on the offensive here?
Whichever you choose, your prerogative.
Fine, so let me tell you something. You're talking to a composer who's been composing for 28 years here. And the list that you're talking about, out of 25,000 songs, the 4 are being listed, is no big deal. For example, just forgetting the fact that I've given Aks, Filhal, Border, Refugee, LOC, Kargil, Umrao Jaan, Mehuna, and the list is endless of original music. They're not mentioning that, number one. Number two, it was the director's prerogative sometimes. Could he give us something of this tune? At that time, I said, okay, fine. But now, today, at the moment as things stand, 99.9% of my songs are original. I said, forget the original thing. What about songs like Chura Liya Tumne Jo Dil Ko? I mean, I respect Pancham Da. It was a straight lift if it's Tuesday by Belgium. There have been instances of S.D. Burman, Shankar Jageshan, the greatest of greatest composers have been inspired. It doesn't mean they did not know their work. So why this thing is questioned again and again, it's brought. And what is originality? The question that you're asking, Karan, could be that someone also asked me the same question. It doesn't mean that you don't know originality. No, I don't buy this actually, frankly, honestly.
The website that I'm referring to, ItwoFS, lists 62 which they claim you have allegedly composed where the tunes are either lifted or very, very heavily inspired. Are you saying that that is just a small drop in the ocean of your enormous creativity and therefore it should not be held against you?
No, it's not the question of that. Why single me out? Why single Pritam out? What about the other great composers who've done it? Why not? Why did this site list of all the other composers? And then what about the fact that I've been doing a lot of original stuff? Why is that not listed? I don't know. I find that very funny because this question keeps on coming back again and again. What about my songs that was in Moulin Rouge, Chamma Chamma, which was taken, and I was not even given credit for that? Why aren't people talking about that?